So, working on the car again. Today I am doing dash repair. I don't want to buy a $500 dash. So I'm going to try and fix it. What I'm going to do is level it all out somewhat, and then put in fiberglass Bondo to fill the cracks, and then I'm going to paint it. Should be simple enough. The only real damage is on the top side, which I will show you now. So here we have, there was a crack here, there was some cracking here, this one here, that's actually almost exactly what it was like. I just cut just a little of the edge off, and that's going to make it so that it's smooth once we put the filler in. This was blown out here, but there was cracking all across here, so I don't have it perfect. I still got a few pieces of loose material that I got to get out of there, but this side was also, where it's darker here, was also blown out and it's been rotting. But I'm gonna hopefully fix it. I got to tape the painted body color dash metal off. There's another small section over here that I have to work with a little bit, but the lower side's pretty good. It's a small blemish here, but other than that, the dash is all right. I'm gonna also clean all this up and fix that and make it nicer. So now we're all taped off. I've started to sand some so that the Bondo will hit. I gotta pull this piece because it's, I'll get that in a second. But we got it all knocked out of there. Those are sanded down smooth. These are all sanded so that the Bondo will attach and adhere to the edges. But time to start putting some filler in it. So here's how far we got today. Hopefully this area here is final coated. It'll have to be sanded. That side over there is done. Just needs painted on that side, but I've been working on this side now. Had some of those cracks that came over the edge that I'll have to be, I'll cut it with a razor first and then sand. And actually I just noticed that right there is going to need more filled. But I'm out of applicator squeegees for Bondo, so I gotta go get some more of those and take a break for the night and come back tomorrow. So now we've got it all sanded down. I filled in all those edges on the back. Everything's nice and smooth. There's a little bit here that needs some, like a little hole here, a couple grooves right there, and a little bit of a hole right here that needs some glazing putty. But other than that, this is it. We've got her all smoothed out, far better than where she started. So I'll get that glazing putty on there and then we'll get ready to paint. All right, glazing putty has been applied. Found as many spots as I could. Gonna wait for it to dry, sand it, use some filler primer, and the primer will hopefully help me see any more pinholes that I missed, and I'll get those filled in and then she'll be ready for paint. Okay, so everything's primed. Well, it ain't perfect. There's a little bit of not perfect body seam there. Some cracks didn't get filled in proper, but this just has to get me by till I can afford one of them fancy dash pads or dash swap. I haven't decided yet. And here we are. Looks kind of crappy. My wax and grease remover didn't do the job proper up here. Don't know why that happened. We'll see if maybe I can fix that or leave it. Who knows? But it's all black. I'll let it fully cure and then I'll sand her down, and some spots, there's some runs. Obviously, it's kind of hard to get the angles up along this edge here. But yeah, she's black. I did the steering column and the lower section as well. So, it is done. Good enough for what I needed. Hard to kind of get a decent look at it from this angle, but there was overspray absolutely everywhere from painting it. Down in here in these corners, the windshield, even down in the gap right along that part of the windshield, all over my blue color match dash. But yeah, the stuff I used to remove it is this, and it absolutely works. Put it on a microfiber, because I have a bunch of junk like dollar store, Walmart microfibers. So I put it on a microfiber and I folded it up and wiped along here. I folded it into fourths and I jammed it down into the gap. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a gap up in there. Jammed it down in there, got it cleaned out. It's perfectly clean. Shit works fantastic. But dash is not perfect. It does the job. I will have, I mean, there's still some fisheye in it, and there's a crack over here, and it ain't perfect. But it's black. It doesn't have big nasty holes in it, and it's not blue anymore. There's the original interior colors, that nasty, ugly blue. I don't do blue interior. Blue on the outside for sure, but not interior. So I did the lower dash. I did the upper dash. I also did the steering column. All the other stuff on the inside has been black. The back seats, which are original. All the interior side plastics. I did get a new, well, you can't see from there. I got a new rear package tray, and it's black. Over here in the corner by my fishing poles, I have the trim to go along here and along the front and here, and I also have A-pillars, which are all black, but I need to get a headliner in the car first. So that'll probably be my next purchase, is a headliner. And then I'm gonna get seats. I just gotta get them. That's waiting on money slowly. That thing's taking all my money. But I'm going to do the center console next, pull it out and give it the same treatment, sand it down, and that actually is kind of a softer material. I may be able to use vinyl and fabric dye on that, and that stuff works great. But we'll try it. We'll see how she does. But the dash is done. Let's see if we can get a decent view from back here. Not really, but good enough for me.